so true. With stories of greatness we pursue. Welcome to Inner Goat.
Welcome to Inner Goat Talk by Inner Goat. We are excited to have our today's guest, incredible guest, Julia-Toni Reiche.
Yeah, Julia is an incredible language scientist, systemic coach, public speaker, and I think much more that we will find out during the podcast. Julia is someone that guides people throughout the journey to discover your natural voice. So, Julia, it's so nice to have you.
So nice to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, thank you so much for making the time. And
Thanks a lot,
since you know that the podcast is called Inner Goat Talk, what is your personal ma, so the voice of the animal of the goat?
That's really a funny question. Thanks for that. I would say my personal voice as a speech scientist would be a really deep mare of a goat, like a meh.
Can we hear it again?
I want to hear it
was
again.
more like a sheep sound, but it's like a meh. So like a really, really deep sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, what is actually the natural voice?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's always a question many people are asking me because when you hear natural voice, what is it? It's like not the voice you were born with, but it's a voice, it's like kind of natural pitch. And when you do give it kind of presentation, you do a training and you speak up for like 6 or 8 hours, it would be perfect when you just use your natural pitch. That means when your vocal folds, we have 2 vocal folds in here in the throat, like swing or moving in the right way, in the right position, without any stress, without any muscle tension, just with the right connection to the belly muscles. And that's kind of natural sound. Maybe I can give you one example.
That would be great.
Okay.
I love examples.
Yeah, because maybe you have to just hear it. And maybe for this exercise, you just close your eyes and you really just keep listening to the sound.
Okay.
So maybe when you imagine, I just came here into the podcast, and this is the first thing you would hear from me. I would say like, "Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a speech scientist." Or I would say, "Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a speech scientist." Or I would do this kind of nasal sound like, "Hey, I'm Julia. I'm a speech scientist." So as you can imagine, every of the 3 different kind of voices were not my natural voice.
Yeah.
You can open the eyes again. I would just want to show you that up. Because in every situation I showed you, the voice did something which it wouldn't do in the natural way. So when you just listen to my voice right now, that's my natural pitch, my natural voice. So, and every other pitch I did before was unnatural. And there's always the question, why should we do not use our natural voice? It's because of role models. It's because a wrong art of breathing, a wrong art of using the body tension.
Yes. I think what is super interesting is also when I see someone with like a specific voice.
Yeah.
My conscious mind already thinks, okay, that's this kind of person. So you connect the voice with the traits of a person.
Yeah.
So when you do the nasal voice, for example, I think about somebody that's maybe not so smart.
Or a little arrogant, right?
Maybe arrogant as well. So where does that come from, and how is the unconscious mind connected to the voice and the perception of somebody's voice?
Actually, it depends a little bit where you grew up. So when you are here in Germany, we have different voice roles. For example, the nasal sound, like this, okay, here I am, the sound through the nose. The impact is a little bit more arrogant, but when you look, for example, in the USA, then the sound is really, really famous. Like when you look in politics, they really use this nasal sound. It has a huge impact on presence right now. So it's different. But I think it had something to do with your own role models you gave yourself. And when you hear a voice, you always have a picture in mind. That's why I think it's so important to also train the voice, not just the content, not just the things you say, but also the use of your voice. And you can change it. And I think that's something important.
Julia, would you say that because language is also a little bit or more or less connected to emotions, that you are able to feel the opponent's emotions immediately? Because some people maybe have some fear, maybe some are really nervous in some situation. Can you, okay, this person is nervous, this person is like in love, this person is, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's possible, especially with nervousness, because nervousness is something that has to do a lot with your breathing skills. For example, when you are really nervous, you push up your body. We can do it together. You can just push your body together. And then we just breathe in this upper body field, like just in the shoulders and in the breath. And we say, hey, again, now I'm just giving you the first sentences of my presentation. And maybe it feels a little bit strange right now because it feels like, okay, that's way too much. But when you think back in a situation where you were really, really nervous, like, for example, you're giving a pitch in front of a huge audience or something, or being here in a podcast, or I don't know, that makes something with your nervous system. And I can recognize that. Yeah. But when a person is in love or angry, I'm not sure. But maybe you can also recognize that in the voice. Yeah.
How much training has it to be like in the natural language? Like, do you train a lot every day? Like, how is your normal day?
To be honest, I do not train every day anymore, but that changed over years. It's like training your voice. It's like starting a new sport, for example. So maybe you want to run a half marathon or marathon or something, and you start with the training. And of course, in the first few months or weeks, you have to do more. So I would say when you start today with your voice training, I would say like start with 5 minutes every day. Just a little bit breathing control, a little bit waking up your muscles in your face. And that for the next 3 months, it's maybe enough for really change something, to really hear the change in your voice. Yeah, and sometimes it's faster and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Yeah.
For me, it's kind of strange to hear the fact that you have to train your natural voice.
Yeah, it's funny, I know.
Right? Like it feels like if I talk to children,
yeah,
they have their natural voice, and then they unlearn it. Is that true, or is it maybe just my perception?
Actually, as babies, you have.
As babies? Okay.
Yeah, because when you look at a baby and the baby is screaming, you can really look at the movement of the belly. Like, for example, babies, they can scream for hours and they wouldn't have this creaky voice over here. So they really have a strong voice. And the reason is because they are breathing naturally. And when you grew up a little bit through the generation and through the society, there is this kind of picture: push up your breast, bring in the belly, and everything in your body is really, really stiff. So you have to learn to feel comfortable again, feel relaxed again in your body. And that's this kind of movement we learn again when having this voice training. Yeah.
And what is your motivation behind it?
To help people to be heard, I would say that. Because there are so many interesting people who have so many things to say, but it's really hard for them sometimes to bring it out. Not every day on a stage, I mean, that is next level, but also in a kind of dialogue. For example, you're sitting together with your best friends and you have an idea, maybe also a pitch, and you want to introduce it, and then you recognize, okay, nothing about the content has the impact I wanted to have. And that has something to do with your voice.
And is it something for everybody, or is it just focused on people really in the business cases or in pitch situations, or can you use it all day long, all day?
I would say so.
Yeah?
I would say so, because actually when you think about when you're speaking and when you use your voice, it's like we use it now, we use it every day. And that's so funny because so many people do not really think about how they use their voice and which impact your voice can have. But when you see in different life situations, dating, when you just have this high pitch because you're nervous, or when you're in a kind of, of course, also in a job interview or something. But I think there are so many different, situations, also in private life and also in business life, you can use it. Yeah.
I think it's super interesting because also from a psychological perspective, right? There's so many great people. I think about scientists. The person that can actually cure cancer, he would not be hurt if he's not able to talk about it.
To bring it out,
And to
right?
bring it out,
Yeah.
yeah. Like the ability, basically, to position yourself in a way that people understand you.
Yeah.
It's so fundamental, and sometimes I think people underestimate that fact. So normally, like when you talk about groups or businesses, you have one that has the know-how and the other one that transfers that to an audience.
Yeah.
But it would be much more easier for anyone to really have this ability. That's why I think it's great that you talk about this natural voice, because I think it's necessary to learn for everyone.
I would say so too. It's also a kind of wellness program, you know, when you really have the connection back to your body, to your breathing, and really recognize that you can speak for hours without this hoarseness, without these sounds you make all the time. So yeah, it's a kind of really wellness program, like yoga.
In your past, was there a moment where you thought, okay, well, those 10 minutes that happened to me right now basically shaped the next 10 years of my life?
Crazy question, yeah. Yeah, actually there was one moment. I guess it was in 2017 where I met my business partner. She's also called Julia. And we did a mediation training together, like a conflict training for 1 year. And I know she was just walking into the room and she has this positive atmosphere around her and this positive impact. And I was thinking about, oh, maybe I will ask her, because I was sure that I want to found a company then. Maybe I ask her if she wants to be my partner. And in the end of the course, in the end of the year, I was asking her and she said, yeah, so nice that you're asking me, because I also wanted to ask you before. And that was kind of 8 years away from now. And we are still having this kind of company together.
That's
And
beautiful.
it was a beautiful, nice meeting. And she's one of my best friends right now. And yeah.
That's awesome. So it happened in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it happened
that you
10
met
minutes.
her. And when
Yeah.
was the moment where you both said, hell yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go all in and really trying to teach everyone to find the natural voice. When was that moment?
Actually, that took some years for her, not for me, because after my study, I was pretty sure that I want to be self-employed. It was actually a dream of mine. So I started the company in 2017, and she got some children before, like 2 children. And I think she's now self-employed since 3 years. So now we have the company fully together.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
We talked about a decision you made, or what, changed the next 10 years. We want to break it a little bit more down for understanding for the audience, like what can I change in my life, maybe a little small but mighty habit, what the audience can just take from you and implement in their life.
Yeah, good one.
I would say I have 2 advices. My first one is talking about your fears. Be open with your fears and ask for help. That changed my life, I would say. I just started that for, I don't know, some years, 5 years or something. Because I had the feeling when I open up my emotion door, the other persons also open up his or her emotion door. And the other advice I would give is, when you look at your stressful week, for example, as a self-employed person, just take a little time of vacation every day, like something positive. For example, having a chat with a good friend, having a drink, doing a workout, something like this. A little vacation every day. That's
Every
my
day.
personal
Every day.
Yeah, every day. Because when you look at your full schedule and it really feels like stressful, I think I'm doing this since 2 years and really find a kind of, I don't know, just 1 hour every day for doing something for myself. It really helps me out.
Why do you think it's difficult to talk about your fears?
Yeah, maybe you could also hurt yourself when you talk about your fears, right? When you're too open, other people can use it against you. And I think that's the reason why so many people hide themselves and do not be so open. But I think it's a good thing, and also ask for help.
But does it happen to you when you talk about your fears like the last 2 years?
You want to share a few, maybe?
Yeah, I had some situations where I thought, oh, maybe I was too open right now. But when you ask me now in these days, I would say I would do it again. So of course you can have bad situations as well, but I think there are also many, many good ones.
It's more natural.
Yeah.
We figured out that it's not from the genetics that we are able to speak naturally. What would you say for people who want to start their business? How much differentiation can you make between it's like a skill or how much is it trained?
I mean, it's a hard question because it depends. If you are used to speak, maybe you did it in your former years, or if you really have to learn for speaking. So if the person feels confident while speaking, I think it's really easy to change the voice. I would say if we have 5 to 10 sessions together, it would fit. But if you really, it's a new topic and you're also a little bit afraid of it, it took, of course, a little bit longer. But I would say after half a year, you could really see and hear the changes. I had one client last month and he was really, really nervous and kind of speaking in front of an audience, not just a huge audience, just a kind of dialogue audience like we are here right now. And his voice were really like, goes away when he's speaking. And so we just trained it and we also trained his pitch. And after, I don't know, I think 1 month, he really felt comfortable and was saying, okay, now I'm really happy to just show it to the world. And that was, that's always a nice feeling also for me as a trainer to see, okay, wow, it's a successful result you have, right?
Beautiful. Like a butterfly that starts flying.
Yeah.
And you can really embrace your beauty.
Yeah.
That you have often within and is transported throughout the words.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. And as you can see, it's really not just training the voice, it's really training the whole body. So when your body is stiff and you train your voice and also this kind of body, we also dance a lot in our sessions, then you feel more confident in the way you're standing, you're speaking, feel more relaxed. That's the thing.
Yeah, wonderful. Maybe a short thought about like we're trying always to prevent something. We always try to avoid mistakes or failure. What would be your advice to just feel more comfortable if you're doing some mistakes when talking to people?
Maybe when you feel a little bit nervous or uncomfortable, maybe just say it. Maybe just say, okay, I'm right here in the podcast situation. Actually, I have to say it's one of my first podcasts. It's not for me my first podcast, but when I just be the person and just say, okay, I'm a little bit nervous, and this is also not my language or something like this. Maybe that just gives you the confidence to do it in the first sentences and then start so that the other one knows, okay, it's not your mother tongue you're speaking in, for example.
Like be open.
Be open. Just be open. Talking about your fears, as I said before.
Yeah.
I
actually saw this also in a pitching course.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know the famous quote where you say, like, you stand on the stage and you say like, oh, I see you all right now in underwear.
Yeah. I know that.
And actually I'm pretty nervous right now. And then there's laughter and people are like, that's hilarious. But it gives you so much confidence to then think, I can say now everything else because I have said the worst already.
It's true.
So like, I see you naked.
Yeah,
you in the audience away. And then it's like, it's breaking the ice, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Honesty is breaking the ice.
Yeah, I think so too. Right.
So, Julia, now we have to come to an end of the podcast. And the last questions that I would like to ask you. We always talk about the GOAT challenge in every podcast, which is basically something that we as the audience, we can activate and do right away.
Yeah.
Like people are seeing this right now and they really want to do something actionable. What is something that we can try out right now to discover our natural voice?
Of course, I prepared something for you which you can really use hands-on right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, right. Of course. When you want to find your natural pitch, your natural voice, it has something to be, you have to be in a situation where it's enjoyable. For example, when you just sit down like this, having this kind of share under you, soft. Maybe you straighten up a little bit.
Okay.
Right, looks pretty good. And then you just take one hand on your belly button and you just press out your belly a little bit. Just relax it. And maybe you just breathe out. So breathe in with your nose and easily breathe out with your mouth, like have this little F sound. And then take a look on your shoulders. Don't press it up, like bring it down. Because when you press up your shoulders like this, your voice will going up, your pitch will go up. So bring it down, release it. And then when you have this feeling your belly is relaxed, keep it relaxed. Then take your hands up to your nose like this. Yeah, perfectly. Not press it together, just lie it softly on your nose. And then maybe just close your eyes and imagine that you, smelling something really nicely or tasting something really nicely. And you say, Yeah, you did it in the way like something delicious, but don't do it like, because then your pitch is going up. Just do it more gentle, more monotone. Like, for example, like, beautiful. Perfect. So this is our first sound. And the second sound we are doing is for relaxing our jaw, like here. We open up the mouth. It looks a little bit funny. I will just show you. It looks like this, like drawing something, like yum, yum, yum. I know it's funny, I know. But just listen to the pitch. It's not really high. It's a little bit deeper. And when we want to find our natural pitch, we want to find a deeper pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, I will show you again. You just
Please
look at me. Yum, yum, yum. It's a little bit like the sound in the yoga world, as you can see. And you just have this pitch. And afterwards, when you tried it sometimes, you can also push it a little bit higher, like yum. And you would really feel that it hurts here in the throat area. And when you push it too deep, like yum, you would see it here. In this area, then your face will press together.
Yeah.
So to really have a relaxed face, and you do it like yum, yum, yum. And when you have it, and it feels quite good and really easy to make, you take a personal sentence. For example, just say, I will show you. Yum. Good morning, everybody. Our topic today is the voice training. Yeah, and you try to stick to the pitch. Don't do it like this. Don't do it like, yum. Hey, good morning, everybody. That would be wrong. So really have this monotone, relaxed voice. Just do it for some times. And when you found your natural pitch, then you can change it. And then you can do the upper and dower things. But in the first step, you can find it. Yeah.
You can feel it in your face if it feels comfortable or
Yeah.
not. Okay, so you have to have body awareness a little bit.
Yeah, of course. You have to, and also listen to your voice, what it makes. Is it high? Is it low?
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah. This is our first exercise. And the second exercise I would also suggest is just find one of your favorite songs on your cell phone, put it on your ears, and just dance a little bit, especially for kind of nervous situations, and really use your whole body. So really feel like you are alone and you're freeing up your whole body. Yeah, that's one of my, the most best exercises you can do.
Yeah, should we try the
guess.
second one? Because I got it. But I also want to, do it afterwards. Yeah, so it was like here.
Yeah.
Like this, and then yum, 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 yum.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's a little bit deeper, isn't
Hi.
it?
Hi.
But maybe you can also take your time a little bit more, like really enjoy it. I know it feels a little bit strange. I can totally understand it. Yeah, it's out of your comfort zone.
It does. That's why we're doing this.
Okay.
Guys,
We can cut it later.
Get out of your comfort zone. Okay.
And really, really think about your jaw. Not push it up like yum. It's like putting it down. Yum, yum, yum. Like a goat, right?
Yum.
Like,
Chewing the grass.
chewing the
Exactly.
grass in the mountains. Yeah.
It's right.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yum,
yum,
yum,
yum,
Yeah.
yum.
Perfect.
Yum. Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
To this podcast.
Wow.
And
Sounds pretty sexy, doesn't it?
I think my natural voice is sexy.
Yeah. No, but actually, I would say it's a little bit deeper than the voice it was before. The used.
Yeah, it's deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Wow.
I think yours is higher than before.
Mine is not higher.
I think it's a little bit more calm
calm,
in the way. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, now I'm in my inner peace, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, especially when you also do this kind of breathing exercises, like really short into the nose, and then with a short F sound out, that also calms your nerves. And really think about not pushing it's not like this. We are not a balloon, not shoulders up. It's more like the only part that really moves, it's the part here in your belly.
Okay.
Like, that's the only part that's moving. That's always the first thing in every voice training. We start with the breathing exercises.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
That always brings you down. That's really nice.
I think it's something really easy and actionable.
Yeah.
People can do right away and
Yeah, I think so too.
already feel the effect like me right now.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe to close all of this,
Yeah.
you talked a lot about voice and about you finding your natural voice. You gave us clear pathways to achieve all of this, maybe from the point of view as an entrepreneur. What is something that you would give as a last statement to the audience about entrepreneurship and starting something, having the courage to begin?
Actually, when you really want to start something, just try it out. Really just try it out, because when I think about my first years as an entrepreneur, it was really hard because there were so many people also in my family. They were talking about and saying, Julia, you can't be self-employed, and with voice training you can't earn money. And it was really hard to hear that. But now 8 years later, I'm so happy that I did it, and I'm really working in a field that I love. I can do my love job every day, and that's something so nice. So just really try it out. And if it fails, it fails. Then you do something else, right?
Yeah. So more take it easy
Yeah.
in a way that
patience.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
also you fail sometimes. That's how it is, right?
Yeah, it is.
Then you start again. I think it's also super interesting because I presume you're not sitting on the laptop every day, the whole day, right? You're more in contact with people. You speak with them. You have more like the human connection.
Yeah, you think so, but actually, when I look at my schedule last few months,
Yeah, please tell me.
I sit a lot in front of the TV, not to the TV, the PC, because actually, clients ask for online trainings, and then I'm also sitting, of course, in front of my laptop.
Yeah.
But
Julia, where can people find you? What is something? Where are the addresses where people can reach out?
Yeah.
Maybe also book a training. What is your next project? Maybe you can tell me more about that.
Yeah, of course. I think the most easiest way to find me is just to look me up on LinkedIn. Just press in my name, Julia-Toni Reiche. I have actually 2 companies. The first one is called DIALOGWERK, and the second one, it's not so easy in English, I know. It's NatürlichSTIMME, like natural voice in German.
Yeah.
And you asked me for the next project. Actually, I have a weekend course, which is every second month. It's just 2 days here in Berlin. And it's like really finding your natural voice, train your articulation. Yeah, also training your presentation skills a little bit in a little group of 8 people. And it's always a nice weekend. I really love it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Julia. It was
Thanks
nice.
for
Very
having me.
much, yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I learned a lot.
I think I learned
Wow.
something from you as well.
Mm.
So, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah?
1, 2, 3. We can do the meh like an om.
Yeah,
I
maybe we
think
do
that
it a little
makes
bit deeper, right? Okay,
Yeah.
just
Maybe,
right.
maybe like
Maybe
this.
with the nose and the nasal sound. Okay. Okay. Wow, such a nice message.
Yeah.
Whose engine shines so bright. Don't go to in and go. Work every dream takes flight.